of all Mother Nature's weather, that is, of all the elements that Almighty God sends to this earth, the hurricane is the single most devastating bar none. That is, nothing in creation can compare to the force, power, and magnitude associated with the hurricane. Nothing. Avalanches, earthquake, tsunami, monsoon, derecho, volcano, tornado, none of them can compare. As a matter of fact, there were 70 individual tornadoes seen to spin off of Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. Hurricanes have been known to reach sustained winds of over 200 miles per hour, lasting 7 consecutive days and more, which is more power than all the world's nuclear arsenals combined. Now get this, hurricanes very seldom come off the Pacific Ocean. They never come off the Indian or the Arctic. They come off the Atlantic Ocean. They get started as tropical depressions around the western shores of Africa. They take virtually the same route as the slave trade and slam primarily into the southern states of America. And so, for all these reasons, I submit hurricanes are the breath of my ancestors. There is a truth that must be told. Its force can't be contained about the history and the mystery in the rage of hurricanes. For you must know the reasons why gale force winds do blow and disperse their vicious vengeance on southern states below. You see, the bodies of my people through the Middle Passage came as cargo in slave ships so a beast could lay quit claim, and their limbs were battered and broken by a heathen with no shame who stole us from our homes, then promptly changed our names. But now the laws of cause and effect, so appropriately germane, come collecting unpaid taxes in the form of hurricanes. You thought our spirits were beaten. You thought our spirits were tamed, but instead of us defeating, God's temper you inflame. And now retribution comes to visit on the winds of hurricanes. Storm clouds gather over Africa, full of slavery, suffering, and pain. They marshal their momentum, full of vengeful, hard, black rain, dead set upon America, as if possessed and insane. And since all those cries for mercy, I said, all those cries for mercy fell on deaf ears in vain, you must feel the wrath and the fury of hurricanes. For the girls you stole from Senegal and the boys from the Ivory Coast, the spirit of those ancestors haunt Louisianans most because of all the slave ship harbors in the many ports of call. Yours were the most insidious, the vilest of them all. And for all you island dwellers to whom this verse pertains, your shores made shelter for sellers of human beings in chains. Thus, the breath of my ancestors forged a spiritual weather vane that plots a course of sorrow via the gale of hurricanes. 'Cause in cargo holds you laid 20 million souls like spoons in kitchen cabinets. But now the winds blow down entire towns, leaving tents to pitch and maggots. And the law of just requital, extracting its just due, says that you must pay for the games you play. Florida, Mississippi, and Texas too. So, if the next gale wind you hear evokes real fear and the terror seems inhumane, it's just the breath of my ancestors in the spirit of the hurricane.